Hey guys, thought I would show you the newest acquisition. Got to finish paying for it. I still owe them $1,000. But this is going to be my new home. Now, excuse the road noise. We're out here by the road. We hauled it in last night off a U-Haul trailer. I thought it was a 3/4 ton, but it ends up it's a 1-ton van. It's a 1978 Class B camper van. It's a Tradesman 300, which I believe makes it a 1-ton. Could be a 3/4 ton, but I think it's a 1-ton. It's got a 318 engine. Sorry for the wind noise. The wind got a little bit of a breeze. I'm having a hard time seeing the screen. It's a high top, automatic. Started it up yesterday. Hadn't been started in a couple of years. Had to put fuel in it because they'd ran all the fuel out of it, which is a good thing, because at least old fuel wasn't in there. It's got 71,000 actual miles. And I know it's actual miles because the pedals are not anywhere near wore out. Hey, check that out. You guys haven't seen one of those in a while, have you? To go from high to low beam. And as you can see, it's 71,000 miles. We took the doghouse off because we had to put some fuel in it and get it primed up because it hadn't been ran in for so long. 318 motor. The inside is trashed, flat out trashed. It'll take me a while to clean up the inside. It's got the track right here for these curtains to come around like a Class A. Of course, these are the old curtains. Those will be replaced. It's even got dingle balls on it. This is all original, guys. This thing's all original. Original upholstery, original everything. Except for maybe tires, you know. It's got down there on the back, on the bottom, it's got to dump the sewer. Right there on the bottom. Can you see that? Yeah, right there. And then there's the exhaust. And then right here is where the city water hooks in. And then there's the low point drain, but that thing needs replaced because it's cracked and dry rotted. And then there's some sort of a little storage compartment here, and I'm not sure what that does. And then there's that, which is where you fill the water tank for the inside, the holding tank for fresh water. Now right there is the vent for the refrigerator that's in it that probably doesn't work, but don't know for sure. We'll know when we get everything hooked up and going. Let's see what else. It's got a CB lock and gas cap. Oops, we're really muddy here, so I have to watch where I walk because we had a lot of snow and it made everything sloppy. Okay, here's the back of it right here. I mean, it's got algae growing all over it. Lichen, you know that stuff you find on rocks? That's what's all over the back right here. Like, well, it needs so much cleaning up. Here's the back. Oh, we have toilet paper. Now it does have a commode in it, which means it's got that black tank because it's got the drain. But I don't know if any of that stuff leaks. So this may or may not stay there. I may just have to, you know, take it out and throw it away or whatever. Now this stuff here in the middle, all this stuff in the middle, that's all coming out. It's not mine. And it's got like a closet right here. I haven't even been able to see into it. It's got 3 skylights, or vents. 2 of the 3 are coming out. I'm not sure which one I'm going to end up keeping. The other 2 are going to get re-fiberglassed and gel coated because I don't need 3 vents. Besides, 2 of them are tore up. One of the vent rings is messed up and running down on the middle one, and the front one's dry rotted. You just barely touch it and it crumbles, the ring, the beauty ring. There's the, there's the refrigerator. Of course, I don't know if it works. There's the stove and oven. I don't know if it's a 2 or 3 burner. And there's a sink on the other side where that bucket is sitting. There's a sink. There's the doghouse. We took it out and set it back here so that we could get it started yesterday. It's got, you know, storage in the doors. What I'll probably end up doing, hang on. There we go. What I'll probably end up doing is tearing out a lot of the cabinets eventually. Now here is, I think that's for the heater. I think it has a heater. Don't know if it works. And if it does work, who knows how good it is. Heat exchanger might be cracked. You know, it's so old. It's 42 years old. So who knows. Now there is the plug-in for shore power. Okay. And I'll open up this door. This is the couch folded out. The guy put all this padding and mattresses and stuff on top of it so it'd be more comfortable. Because that, you know, really this right here, probably not very comfortable. So it's got a storage area up there. I'm not going to get up there and show you. It's full of junk. But that little strap right there in the middle, it unsnaps and then that folds down. And as you can see, the interior vents and stuff, they're missing handles and like cracked up and nasty. There's the sink right there and the fire extinguisher. That thing's, I'm sure, out of date. I'll have to have it checked. Now, here it's got a step right here, and I think it's fixed solid. I may not leave it there because if I hit anything at all, it's going to get into the propane tank underneath, which I'm going to go have checked and make sure the regulators and I make sure everything works. I'm going to take the propane tank to a place and have them look it all over and check it out 100% because I don't want to blow myself up, right? This is the really the only body damage on it. I guess they hit a rock or something, or who knows, maybe a tall curb or something. But that's not bad. So, starting to get a little bit of rust at the bottom of the door. Now this paint, it's the old, I think, acrylic paint. It's liable to go ahead and let me buff it out and make it shiny again without burning it. I'm going to take a buffer and some compound to it, see if I can't get it to polish up a little bit, and then put some wax on it. I'm not going to repaint the van. It's not necessary. We got no mirror here, but it's inside. At least it didn't fall out and break. Now here's the other side. Now I have to go in and all these doorknobs, excuse me, all these door handles, these are hard to open. So I'm going to take these door panels off, clean them and grease them. Okay. Now this thing here backfired 2 or 3 times. So I'm thinking that the vacuum advance or the line to the vacuum advance probably is messed up because there's another one of these back there in the van, in one of those boxes. I saw it and it looks newer than this one, so I'm thinking he bought one to replace it. There's the alternator, the back side of the alternator. It's got an air conditioner compressor on it, but I'll $1 to a donut, it don't work. Now this thing here, all the rubber stuff on the front end is basically dry rotted. Okay, both front seats swivel. So see, there's the track for the curtains that'll run across there for privacy. Both front seats swivel, and which is good because I can turn them around and make a chair out of them. I'm probably going to have to remove the couch completely and just make a built-in bed because I'm going to need someplace to sleep. But all that other stuff, all that crap's coming out of there. This thing's going to be shoveled out. Here's the console that was on top of the doghouse. I'm going to remount it if I can. It's kind of tore up. I might be able to re-glue that though. I think I could probably re-glue that, a little trim piece, because this part don't look too bad. So, the hell was that? I don't know. Oh, it was an old Snicker bar. Oh, yuck. Okay. Anyway, this is the project. It's costing me $1,000, and it does run and drive, but the front end will shimmy because the bushings and all that kind of stuff are all rotted off of it. But it's not broken. Okay, and I've got parts for it. The parts came with the van. I'll show you. Got this whole but all these parts. All this stuff came with the van. There's a whole bunch of it. And there's all kinds of things in there for the van. And I'm gonna, when I go through all this, I'll make sure I have all the parts gathered up in one spot. And then I'll have to hire somebody to come in and redo the front end. Oh, see all that orange shag carpet? That is so freaking out of here. And if I do replace these door panels, which I probably will, because see, it's starting to peel up a little, I'm going to use these as templates. I'm going to be very careful when I pull them off, so I can have everything cut the right angles and sizes. Okay. And then of course it has a little step right there. That was added on later. This thing had the carburetor rebuilt a couple of years ago, but you know, who knows, it may need to be redone again because it's been sitting for so long. But it did start and run. But I'm charging up a battery for it right now. It's in the house, and I have to get the battery in it. I got to get the front end rebuilt. I got to get tires on it because I'm not going to use these old tires. This might be good for a spare because up until this rotted off of it, it was covered out of the sun. So, but here's the baby. Now I've named it the Boss. So, because when the boss ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And when this boss ain't happy, I'm unhappy. So we got to make the van happy. Got to get her right. They replaced the radio in it. I don't know if it works. But hey, it's all complete. And it's all there. I know I'll have to replace all sorts of stuff. But it runs and drives, and for $1,000 you can't beat that with somebody else's stick. So anyway, guys, I'm going to document this as it goes, 100%. What I'll do is I'll take several short videos in the process. I don't have a way to do a time lapse, so I'll take little short video clips while I'm cleaning it out, and then I'll just string them all together so you can see the progress. And then as I get things built up, then you can come along with me on my travels. Now, I'd planned on getting a 2-horse trailer to put behind it. Not for horses, but because it's got 2 axles underneath it. And I don't want a whole lot of weight on this heavy van. It's got our slide receiver hitch right there. So, see the hitch down there? I can put a 2-horse trailer behind this and put my swap meet stuff and my leather working stuff in the 2-horse trailer and anything that doesn't actually fit in the van so it doesn't clutter it up too bad. And store it in that and just take it with me when I go. Because 2-horse trailer, they're nothing. And it's small enough where it shouldn't affect my gas mileage too bad. This already can only get 8 or 9 probably because it's a 318 and it's a heavy Class B. We had it on a U-Haul trailer, and every time we'd get up to 45 or better, all the way back from Tulsa to south of Oklahoma City, the thing would start whipping like crazy. Thought we were going to lose the van once. The first time it started whipping, I thought we was going to flip it over. I really did. Scared the bejesus out of me. I mean, I puckered now. I was so scared. That thing was whipping and jerking the back end of that truck. Oh my God. It was a 3-hour trip that I will never forget, and I never want to repeat because it was scary, guys. This thing, you get this thing up on a trailer, and I have a picture of it. I'll put it in somewhere of it sitting up on that U-Haul trailer. I thought it was a 1/2 ton, so when we reserved the car hauling trailer, that's what we told them, 1/2 ton. Thought it was a 1/2 ton van, you know. The picture that I had from before didn't show the 300 on the Tradesman. You couldn't zoom it in enough, and it would get too grainy. You couldn't see what size it was, and we didn't have the title or anything in front of us, so we didn't know for sure. And they call it a 350 on the title because it's a 1-ton. I guess but it's a Dodge Tradesman 300. I will be double checking that the title matches the van before I pay for it. We're gonna double check the VIN number and stuff like that. So anyway, if you guys would hit the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Share it with your friends, follow along, you know, hit the little bell icon so you can see how this thing goes out and works out for me. You're gonna wait till you see this thing fixed up. It's gonna be amazing. These back windows open too, and they open out like at the bottom, so it makes it better for ventilation, because even if it's sprinkling, rain can't get in. So, but those right there, I know one of the windows on the door leaks on one of the doors. I think the left-hand door on the side doors, I think that window leaks at the bottom. But I'm going to be going through all of these. Every one of these windows are going to get new weather stripping or caulking or anything that it needs, because I don't want it leaking, of course. After I get the top cleaned, I'm going to be just testing, or, you know, searching real close for stress cracks or anything else, and those will have to get fixed before I do anything, because I'm putting solar panels up there, and I'm going to have to build some sort of a rack to go over the top of it, because there's no wooden support inside the high top. It's just a shell, a fiberglass shell. So I mean, some of the ones they make now, I've got like wood supports where you can have a little weight up there, and so that it doesn't bow it. I'm hoping that they made this fiberglass so thick, because it's old school, that I won't have to worry about anything like that. But I plan on trying to get a rack that comes from the guttering up to just above the vents. We'll see. I might have to have it made. Might have to buy one of them ladder racks that has the little thing that grips the gutter, and then just have an extension welded on each one, so it raises it up high enough so that it clears the roof. But that's later. That's much later. I got to actually pay for the van and get it up and running and working first. So anyway, we'll talk to you later, guys. Thank you for watching my video, and we'll have more coming. Y'all come back and see me.